go.
Go.
Hi, I'm Miss Wilson and I work for NASA. I arrived at the moon this morning. It took me 13 hours to get here by rocket, and that's because it's 250,000 miles away from the Earth. If you were to drive it in your car non-stop, it would actually take you 130 days. So if you started in November, you wouldn't get to the moon until March. That's 4 months. Did you know that it actually takes the moon 27 days to go all of the way around the Earth, which is what we call orbit? But it doesn't do an exact circle all the way around the Earth. It actually does what's called an ellipse, which is kind of like a squashed circle. The moon is 4.5 billion years old. That's even older than the times when the dinosaurs were on Earth. That's how old the moon is. And the size of it is really big. It's not as big as the Earth or the Sun, but it's actually as big as the whole of the continent of Africa if you were to make it circular. Also, on the moon, if I wasn't in my space rocket right now, if I went outside into the moon, I would have to wear my special equipment, because there's no atmosphere on the moon, which means there's no air. So if I went outside, I wouldn't be able to breathe. There's no wind or anything, no weather, no rain, no hail, nothing like there is on Earth. However, in 2009, which is only 2 years ago, they actually discovered water on Earth. Nobody lives here though. Another interesting fact about the moon is it's not actually a light source. All it does is reflects the light that the sun emits, and so if the sun wasn't there, you wouldn't even be able to see that the moon was there. And that's another thing that's interesting. You know, the moon isn't always round from Earth. You can't always see it as a whole circle. That's another thing to do with the sun, because where the moon reflects the sun, sometimes it reflects just a part of it, which is why you sometimes only see half the moon or part of it. And the last interesting fact I've got to tell you about the moon is that, you know, from the Earth, the sun and the moon actually look quite similar sizes, don't they? But it's quite deceiving, because the sun is actually 400 times bigger than the moon. And the reason that it looks the same size as the moon is it's actually so far away that they look the same size. Okay, so that's all I've got to tell you about the moon today. I'll see you in about 13 hours' time when I land back on the Earth again. Bye!